I was in an abandoned Soviet bunker here in Latvia, but I saw something in the charts that I had to speak with you about. Bitcoin is no longer smashing all-time highs. We are falling to 105 or even 104K. And people are actually scared and they don't know what is going on. I had to make this video for you to explain what is going on and why the 1 week cycle is showing that we will go down for the next few weeks. Let's jump into TradingView. Bitcoin is hovering at about $105,000 right now, and we will understand what we can expect from the price development in the next days, weeks, and months to come. Now, if you take a look at my chart at the bottom of the screen, you will see two indicators right here. I just put a red color down there. Okay, now you will see the pink one or the violet one, which basically represents the 3-day cycle indicator, and the red one, which represents the 1 week cycle indicator. And as you know, the 1 week cycle shows the long-term development of Bitcoin. Now, what happened in the past couple of weeks, the 1 week indicator went up while the price was going up. What is going on right now? We are slightly retracing. We reached the top in the indicator right here. We also reached the top right here. And now we are consolidating and retracing. Now, the smaller the retracement, the bigger the upwards potential for the next 1 week cycle. Now, you cannot really expect for us to shoot up like this right now. This is not going to happen. This is not going to happen because people who are investing here and here and here, they have to take profits. They have to take profits, and the profit taking procedure is happening right now in this area. Now, this is all described by the 1 week cycle. As you can see, the 1 week cycle is now leaning down. It has to go down and reverse at around 20. Once it reaches 20, it will reverse right here and it will start going up. That's when we can expect actually the price to go up once again. Now, I don't expect the price to smash all-time highs right now. I don't expect it to get crazy. However, what is going to happen is that once the 1 week cycle goes down or reverses somewhere in the middle, then we're going to have a big lift up. So actually in the month of July, I expect us to go really high and potentially do one of the biggest highs in the Bitcoin history. Now, on the other hand, the 3-day cycle is not looking bad. The 3-day cycle is looking extremely good. It went to 20, it reversed, it made a bottom, and in the short term, basically the 3-day cycle is showing price development for the next 10 to 12 days. We are going to go up. So what is going to happen actually in the market? Now, the 3-day cycle is going to slightly push up the price. The 1 week cycle is going to slightly push the price down. So it really depends how bulls and bears are going to connect with each other and what is going to happen in the market. Basically, I see two scenarios for Bitcoin. If we're going to consolidate somewhere at around 100K area, we are going to have an explosive month of July. We're simply going to explode. Now, if we're going to retrace now and we're going to make a failed cycle, if we're going to go below 100K somewhere here in the 96, 95K area, now the next cycle might not be as explosive as we expect. I still believe that Bitcoin is going to smash all-time highs because that's what 1 week cycle is telling us. We had a very strong cycle. A 2 week cycle, which is not on the screen, it's also going up. Now, if we go to the past and we see similar situations, we can see that, hey, we just had a situation half a year ago. See, the 3-day cycle met the 1 week cycle at the top. Then we had the retracement. So basically the retracement was this one. The 3-day cycle made a bottom. It spent a little bit of time there. We went up, we went down once again. And from there, the 3-day cycle went up. So we actually went up. We made a slightly bigger all-time high, right? At around like 104K, if I'm not mistaken. But the 1 week cycle still dragged the price down. Now, the macro situation was extremely bad. The stocks were falling. And this didn't help Bitcoin, to be honest. But, and that's why actually the cycles again went below 20. They fully resetted and started an upwards potential. Now, I don't expect that we are going to see such a downside potential so late in the cycle. I believe that if we were to see a downside, it will be a very short one, and we're going to continue from there. Now, if we go back even more into the past, we can find similar situations. You can see that the price is actually following the 3-day cycle, right? Look at the 3-day cycle, look at the price. Exactly same thing is happening. The same thing is happening with the weekly cycle. The price is simply following the weekly cycle. we just copy paste the weekly cycle, and the 3-day cycle is actually acting as a short-term indicator. The ideal time to buy Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies when both cycles are around 20. Both cycles are around 20, the risk is much smaller. Both cycles are below 20, the risk again is extremely small. So you have to understand where you're entering. Now, the risk is higher because the 1 week cycle is going down. In the short term, I expect that we are going to go up because of the 3-day cycle. If you want the risk, you enter the market right now and you exit when the 3-day cycle will reach the top. That's my game plan. If you don't want to end up like this guy, subscribe to the channel, comment down below cycles, and learn about cycles. Don't be like him. See you in the next one.